What's up, Final Third Friday crew? It's Isaiah here, just coming to make a correction. Once we finished recording, we realized that we did still have some of the black hats with the mesh back in stock. So if you're looking to grab some, come into the shop. There are few, but not nearly as few as we said in this video. Anyway, thanks all for watching, and hope you enjoy this week's pairing.
Hey everybody, Rob here at Final Third Cigar.
And I'm Isaiah.
And today's Final Third Friday pairing, we're going to be pairing the Tabernacle from Foundation Cigars.
Yeah, in the Robusto size, and we are pairing that with Joseph Magnus. This is just the regular silver label, Joseph Magnus, and it is finished in sherry and cognac cask. So it's a straight bourbon finished in sherry and cognac casks.
Yeah, so this cigar has a wrapper of Connecticut broadleaf Maduro. The binder is Mexican San Andreas, and the filler is Honduran and Nicaragua. So it's a nice, dark, full-bodied cigar. Not completely full, but really close to full body.
Yeah.
Has a lot of good notes, which you will find out here shortly, if you haven't already smoked one.
If you haven't smoked the Tabernacle from Foundations, I don't know where you've been.
Yeah, they're fantastic. We've got this. This is the Robusto we're smoking right now. We also have the Toro here as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I am ready to get into this.
Yeah, me too.
It's my first cigar of the day.
Double cap on it. Like, it's coming down. You can see my finger. Right.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you can do any kit cut, deep V.
Yeah, super.
You could even probably get away with cutting your, quarter inch off that some people do.
I think you really could on this one.
Not that I condone that, but
no, please don't do that. Also, don't lick your cigar before you cut it.
yeah,
At least with our lighter or
our cutter. You can do whatever you want to with your cutter.
Yeah, not ours though.
Maybe wondering why that just got brought up. Well, it happened.
Yes.
So we had to throw a cutter away. Oh, man.
What are you getting here, Rob?
Dark chocolate, raisins, and hay.
Yeah, I'm definitely picking up on that raisins in it. It's a very unsweetened chocolate. So
Yeah.
definitely dark chocolate.
Well, and it's not even on the cold draw that I'm getting the chocolate. It's more on the lips and the tongue just right there.
Yeah.
Not really on the draw. Nice, deep, and rich. I'm ready.
Absolutely.
Let's get into the nose here on this first two.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice. This is a delicious pour.
Yeah.
So on the nose of this, actually to me, today, the cognac is showing through a little bit more. There's kind of that dark vanilla note in there.
I can see that.
That's kind of what I typically associate with the cognac casks.
See, and I'm pulling out more of the sherry.
Yeah.
Which again, this is finished in a sherry cask and a cognac cask, so you're getting both the sweet fruit and the cognac notes in there.
So it's vanilla, it's the dark fruit notes.
Wow. Yeah, the vanilla's kind of popping through a little bit, even like a little bit of a butterscotchy kind of thing.
Yeah, I could see that. Man, I haven't
I've had this in a while.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because that's so delicious.
It's almost sarsaparilla on the nose.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. That means no.
No, I see what you're saying though. Sarsaparilla or like a little bit of the just the kind of rootiness of the sarsaparilla.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, let's get this bad boy going.
This light brought to you by Cigar. The cut was brought to you by Calibri. Still waiting to hear on that sponsorship, so you can reach out to us at Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge, 180 East Broadway. The Calibri SV would be amazing to add to my stash, and I'm sure there's another Cigar lighter that would be great, but
My light's brought to you by Vissel.
Yeah. Well,
and good news. So we should have our Calibri cutters in hopefully within the next few days. Gonna have all the SVs, all the Vs, all the regular straight cuts, and then we'll probably be expanding that later down the line too, even more. But we're gonna have quite a few of them coming in.
Oh my goodness. So right now for me, right on light, on the palate, I'm getting a lot of, it's almost burned dark chocolate
Yep.
for me. And
Yep.
then on the retrohale, there's a tish of spice. It's not crazy spicy for me. And it might just be first cigar of the day retrohaling.
It is, but there is some black pepper and darker notes on the retro.
Yeah, but there's a graham cracker note in there for me on the retrohale.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Okay, this is going to be a really weird note, and it's a specific flavor that I remember one time. We went to, one of those gatherings where a bunch of people brings, crap food, whatever to eat, and everyone brings in a mac and cheese and a potato salad, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Probably a family event.
Yeah.
But somebody brought, the Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah.
Somebody brought one made with Cocoa Puffs.
Okay.
And when they put it in the oven, after they overcharred it. This is overcharred Cocoa Puffs.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? The chocolatey but burnt Cocoa Puffs.
Do you know how Rice Krispies are made?
I know how they're made, but someone actually made them, and they actually toasted the Cocoa Puffs and then put it in there to melt with the marshmallow.
Gosh.
They were just over toasted Cocoa
That's
Puffs.
crazy.
Weirdest thing, but I remember that flavor because it was so
That's odd.
so odd. But this is a toasted Cocoa Puff. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Who's that guy on The Authority that gives background stories to all of his tasting notes?
Yeah, that's Jonathan.
Jonathan.
That thing is so good. And this is definitely one, when you light it up, don't take off and puff fast on it. Once you get it lit up and get a good puff on it, let it rest between puffs, because this one, if you over smoke it, you're going to really be disappointed. But it does not need to be. Just take your time.
It does
You can
tend to
literally
burn
puff
slow.
this thing once every minute and a half if you want to, and you're going to be totally fine.
Yeah. Well, there's a glass of whiskey in front of me that it's calling my name.
Well, you go ahead and call your name, buddy. Isaiah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is doubling down on that marshmallowy thing. It's like the Joseph Magnus for me went a lot of that vanilla, thick and sweet sort of thing, but it's almost like artificial vanilla. And then the smoke, it's almost s'moresy to me at this point. Like
There
I
you
went
go.
from
That's-
sip to smoke. Yeah.
But with a chocolate graham cracker.
Yes, I'll give you that.
See?
Yeah.
See? I'm right.
This is teamwork.
We're right. We're right.
We're right.
Yeah. Now going from the cigar to the whiskey, the cigar strength level kicked down,
Yeah.
but the spice in but it was a sweet spice. It was
Yeah.
still the flavors of the sherry, the vanillas, but the proof kind of showed through a little bit, but not like hot proof, just like you knew it was there and just held on for probably a good 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah, in smoke to sip, there is still some of that red fruit note just showing up right at the finish of the whiskey. What's the proof at?
That's what I was looking for. That's 100 proof, right? 100 proof.
proofer.
So it's-
100.
So, and that's something good too. If you're fairly new to whiskey, 100 proof's a good mark to start with, because if you start at 80 proof, yeah, that's fine for some people, because some people they want to be a little sweeter, no heat hardly at all.
Yeah, some people just like water, but they won't admit it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Once you get into whiskey, you start liking higher proof stuff. But if you started at 100 proof and it's just a little bit hot,
Yeah.
you could throw 1 cube in it or throw a little water in it and bring that down to that 85, 90 mark,
Yeah,
and really taste
absolutely.
it. But if you start at 80 and you start adding water right off the bat, or throw it on ice right away, you're going to be dropping that thing to 50 or 60 proof really quickly, and it's not going to really even have the complexity of the whiskey you would normally have.
Yeah.
This one here, like I said, I
It
could
has
see
such
someone
a rich and thick mouthfeel,
It
especially
is.
for 100 proof.
Right. And I think this is one that's really good to say about that too, because for a brand new whiskey person, this might be just a little hot.
Yeah.
But for someone that's into whiskey, that likes a lot of stuff, this is not going to be hot at all. It's going to be very flavorful. But this one plays well for both parts of the table. I always hear that people say, is this one you would bring and put on the table for everybody to drink? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you can proof it down a little bit or leave it right where it is, and it's going to satisfy the entire table.
The nose on that's just beautiful, too.
Okay, I took a lot bigger sip on that one.
Yeah?
Got a little excited.
Chugging?
Got a little excited.
Bottle chugs with Rob and Isaiah.
We'll never go there.
You know what we will chug, though? A half gallon of buttermilk with Crazy Alice.
We will not chug that.
If we get 200 likes
If we,
on this video.
he will chug it. I will have a little
And it's
sip.
got to be done within the week. 200 likes in a week.
Oh, jeez. I'm not chugging buttermilk. I'm sorry. 'Cause
Okay.
I'll be chugging it and I'll be pushing it right back in the bottle after it comes right back up.
Okay. So maybe not chugging it. Maybe.
Okay. We'll do it in the Glencairn.
Hey.
We'll chug the Glencairn.
You know what the worst part about that's going to be?
The nose.
The nose. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Because the
it's-
Glencairns are shaped to give you like proper nosing and everything. So it flutes out towards the bottom and oh my gosh.
Why couldn't we have started this with eggnog? Eggnog would have been fantastic.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Real eggnog.
but with eggnog, you couldn't even taste the Crazy Alice.
Exactly.
I think that's the point. Okay.
The buttermilk, you won't be able to taste Crazy Alice, I don't think either.
So 200 likes this week on this video. Rob and I will do Crazy Alice in buttermilk. We'll be drinking the buttermilk out of Glencairn's, and we will give you
the review.
tasting notes and how the pairing goes. Now,
All right.
the only problem will be for that is we're not going to be selling that pairing.
No, but we will. I will extend it. If you come in and mention the video, we'll go ahead and give you that discount on just the Crazy Alice.
Okay.
So you'll get the discount on the Crazy Alice only.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody that though, because I don't know if we're supposed to do that or not.
Oh, well.
We'll do 10% off the pairing of your choice with Crazy Alice. So if you decide to get a cocktail with your Crazy Alice, we'll do the discount on that cocktail too.
Okay. That'll work.
But we got to get to 2,000 likes.
200.
Oh, 200 likes. Okay.
Rob,
Okay.
2,000 is so far out of reach for us.
Again, exactly.
200 seems kind of distant, but
We've been close to that on one video already. Well, no, that's views. That was views.
Yeah, not likes.
Oh, yeah, we're not even close to that on likes. Yeah,
I
we'll
know.
never get there.
We'll never get there.
We're safe.
Scott Johnston,
Cheers.
cheers. You know what? And this cheer is for Dan Hart. He's been watching the videos.
Yeah,
Mentioned him
Daniel.
to me.
Big
That
Dan.
dude's great.
He
Love
is
you,
great.
Dan.
See you in a little while, too.
Uh-huh.
In actually 2 hours.
Yeah. This is stellar.
It is, and I'll tell you what, I'm almost over smoking the cigar.
Me as well. I need
I'm
to
gonna have to
slow
slow down a lot because
just
I'm
gonna-
just gonna kind of because I got this one little edge right here.
It is a slow burner, and I don't know. Rob, yesterday was not a great cigar day for me.
No, you had one of my days from not to be labeled cigar shop.
Yeah. Okay, so I started off the day really well. I had a Mil Diaz 21 limited edition, and I think that's just a regular Mil Diaz in a Churchill size, which was spectacular. The changes throughout it were great. And then past that, it was like nothing was not. I mean, the Mil Diaz is a fairly clean palette as far as cigar goes after that. You can go whatever way you want to, and I have before. I know the
Yeah.
flavor on a Mil Diaz. But I just could not find cigars yesterday that would cooperate both construction and flavor.
Yeah.
And no, I wasn't smoking ones that are currently in our retail humidor. A lot of them were samples. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this one looks good. Nope, it's not good. Put it out. I had one that I brought from vacation, and I lit it up, set it down, went out on me, and I was like, this is lame. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I literally set it down for like 30 seconds, and it went out.
It did, yeah.
It just,
Well, and that's a good thing to kind of bring up too. And again, I'm not gonna say who, but I know of a few shops that I've been into recently that their humidity in their humidor is just way too high.
yeah.
And in the summer, I know a lot of people always ask questions about humidity. In the summer, I like to keep our humidor here in the mid to low 60s, probably 64, 65.
Yeah.
In the winter, I'll kick it up to maybe 67, 68 at the most. Reason for that, and it's obvious, I would think, you pull a cigar out of the humidor at 64, 65, come outside, or you come out in the lounge, maybe it's a little more humid somewhere, outside here in the summer. That cigar is going to pull in a little bit of humidity. It's going to slowly rise as you smoke it or right before you smoke it.
Yeah.
If you start at 70 or 71 and you walk outside, it's going to be almost unsmokable at some point. And we've had a few of those here recently where we've been to a shop and the humidity was way too high.
Yeah.
And you light it up and you can't keep it lit.
Yeah, your cigar, especially in the final third, is just going to be moist and mushy, which is... There's nothing that will ruin a final third like just mushiness.
Yeah.
Rob, this is currently sip to smoke is really just chocolate graham cracker for me.
Mm. You don't have to stop talking.
Yeah.
You can talk if you want.
No,
It's
I was
okay.
just going to see what you said about it, but I guess I can keep talking, fill some blank space.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You have chocolate graham cracker with
Chocolate
maybe
graham.
a little bit of marshmallow on it.
Yep.
S'mores. S'mores.
S'mores.
S'mores.
There you go.
But yeah, that's a big deal for me is humidity levels because, Isaiah will tell you this. I can't tell you how many times I pull a cigar out from a sample or
Like a
shop.
monthly box.
I mean,
or-
we'll be going and he'll grab a cigar and smoke it, and it's just smoking beautifully. Mine will be plugged or mine will be over humidified or whatever. And just,
yesterday, I literally told Rob, I said, man, I'm having a Rob day. He said, what do you mean? Like, none of my cigars
3 in
are
a row.
smoking right. Literally
Yeah.
3 in a row, and I just gave up. I said, well, I gave up, and then I went and grabbed the 1502 Nicaragua, which performed well.
it'll perform perfectly every time.
In fact, if you have not had that cigar, that's a stellar one. The ones in our humidor are smoking way better than when we first got them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
They've
they
been
are
sitting there for
just-
6 extra months.
Oh my gosh.
Because I bought quite a few of them, and we still have a box plus a few on the shelf.
Yeah.
And they're. I mean that the whole. I mean I'll tell you from the entire line. Across the board, I mean that's one of the few brands I could smoke any cigar from their line and absolutely love it.
Yeah.
I mean, my least favorite probably is the Emerald, only because it's milder than what I typically like. The flavors are great.
Yeah, I like
Burn's
the
great, but very seldom do I want something that mild. But dude, that new anniversary, 10th year anniversary,
Yeah.
stellar. We're gonna be doing a video. We're gonna do a pairing probably next week on that cigar.
Yeah.
Because I got 20 more boxes coming, and we'll have them by the time that review.
We were
comes
going
out.
to do one this week because we've already created quite a bit of hype around it in the shop, but we're nearly sold out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I've got about a box left, and I know they're going to get sold today. So
yeah.
I didn't want to put that out and not have cigars.
Yeah, that's for real.
Although this doesn't post till the end of the week, so we would have been fine.
Will
well.
1502 get it to you by the end of the week?
We'll have it Monday or Tuesday
Oh,
if I'm in here on Monday.
that's amazing.
No flapping the gums.
What?
What?
What are you talking about? We need to quit with these references, Rob.
No, I was flapping the gums. I was
Oh, gosh.
no flapping the gums.
No flapping the gums. Please don't do that. You nasty.
You nasty. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else is going on this week?
I don't know. Kind of a busier week for me. So tomorrow night I'm playing a worship night at another church. So we get to bring out the old electric rig, which is kind of fun. You know, I don't hardly ever get to play electric much anymore, but I have gear out my butthole for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I almost went with the whole the whole comment about, you worshiping in another church. I'm not going to do that.
Oh, okay. I don't know what you're going to get at,
No,
but...
just one of those comments that I shouldn't be doing on video.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
The one
good.
you just told me not to do. So I did.
Okay.
So I didn't do it.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So I won't actually talk about that.
Okay, thanks.
Is that okay?
It's pretty good.
Good.
I am so glad you're exercising self-control today, Rob.
I've only got that much drink in me so far. So
Yeah, better catch up.
No.
Just kidding. I don't know where I'm at. I don't even remember how much I poured, but we're only 20 minutes in, so. But yeah,
it's early.
Got a worship night tomorrow because, hey, churches should support other churches, and they needed somebody to lead a little bit and play lead guitar for them. So I'm your guy. Hit me up. I'm your guy.
He's charges $300 a visit, plus hourly wages, plus a food per diem, gas to get you there.
I mean,
and a hotel room.
You're joking about that, but when I was living in Nashville, I did charge churches to play.
You were a college kid, man, trying to make a little bit of money for your drinking while you were in seminary school. I mean, no, not that at all.
That money would go mostly to cigars at Smokers Abbey.
I know.
But
because you drink cheap stuff in college, so you didn't need that much money for that.
I didn't. I think the cheapest bottle I ever drank in college was Bullet Bourbon. We did not drink cheap. Well, and my friends for like Christmases would get me Highland Park 12. And
good.
On my 21st birthday, they got me Lagavulin Offerman edition. That was the pre-Guinness cask finished one, which was basically a Lagavulin 11-year.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Still really good. Yeah, but everything Lagavulin's good.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't play a Sunday at a church for under $75.
Look at you.
That's where I started.
Yeah, but now that you have been in it for a while, you're worth every bit of $300 to $400. That's what they should be paying you. Yeah, I gotta slow down on this.
Yeah, that's goofy, but no, should be a good week coming up.
We don't have a whole lot going on here this week.
No, we're kind of in a slow couple weeks for the shop as far as events go, because we were hitting them hard for
quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some good ones coming up, though. I mean, we've talked about it. But we got in October 8th, we've got Tony Katz, Fingers Malloy, and the All Saints boys, Mickey Pegg and Tommy Klein. They're all going to be out here, and that's going to be a big day. We are going to start getting a food truck out here, hopefully the next couple weeks on the weekends.
Yeah.
She makes some amazing Southern food.
Make sure you get on the email list for this place, or check out the Instagram, and you'll be able to see when that's coming, because I'm sure we'll post about it.
Yeah, we will for sure. Then, and like today we're recording. We're having a little gathering today. We are actually at 6 months on. Is Monday the 1st? See,
I think Wednesday's the 1st.
Oh, Wednesday's the 1st. Okay. So, yeah.
I need
the 1st is actually our official 6 months in here at Final Third. And we're having like a little gathering for those who have supported us the most over the first 6 months.
Thursday's the 1st.
Thursday. Wow, I thought it was earlier in the week.
Yeah. Yeah. That's sad.
Oh, so next weekend's the long weekend. Okay. Not for us, but yeah, so we got our 6 month anniversary coming up. We're excited about that. But then next weekend is going to be fun. If you aren't a part of it yet, and we talk about it all the time, the Indiana Bourbon Club.
Yeah.
Go on Facebook, look up Indiana Bourbon Club. make sure it's the club one. There's one that's out there that Dirk does called Indiana Bourbon.
Yeah. Which you should also go ahead.
You also
and
need
like
to follow
page,
that page. He's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
He's doing some incredible
but
stuff. for
Indiana
communities.
Bourbon Club on Facebook. Go ahead and click join. Fill out the questions and.
Oh, are there questions?
Yeah.
I forgot there were questions. Okay.
Well, that keeps
I know,
the
spam
scammers
box.
and all that stuff out. So,
But yeah, next Sunday, man,
yeah, there's gonna be a bottle share. And
you don't want to miss these bottle shares.
No, you don't. So, should definitely
and this
show
will be
out
posted
for that.
Friday before the event
Yeah,
because it'll be on Sunday the 4th. So you'll have a couple of days to plan for it. I know it's on the long weekend, so a lot of people are traveling or going away with the kids, whatever. But if you can get out there, there'll be a ton of bottles people will share. A lot of people, and that's the thing. What you do is if you show up, bring a bottle you want to share. Everybody can bring anything they want.
yeah.
No one's going to be shamed for whatever you bring. If it's what you like, bring it. But this is a good time for people to bring something special to share with people because there's nothing better in a bourbon club than to share something special that you love with the people around you. And that's the whole point of these things is just get to know each other, enjoy some foods, lots and lots and lots of drinks, and just hanging out. And bring some cigars with you. I'm sure I'll probably bring some cigars out too.
Bring your own glassware.
Yeah, because there'll be cups and stuff there. But if you want to drink out of a Glen, bring your Glen. I don't know if Cole's got any more Glens for sale right now, does he?
I'm not sure. I know we've moved through quite a few. What you got there?
Well, I guess we won't get in trouble for golf on the TV.
Oh, well, they can't hear it, so it don't matter. Who's playing?
Golfers.
Golfers are playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the LPGA.
You know what they say? Golfers will be golfing.
Golfers will be golfing. Damn golfers.
Golfers? I don't know, Rob.
This cigar is kicking up nice. This weekend? Well, it's already almost
Any of
over.
it?
So,
Well, your weekend just started. This is basically, well,
yeah.
this is kind of your Saturday.
Yeah, today's going to be a busy day in here though. So,
Yeah.
but it'll be a fun day.
It should be.
Tomorrow, I don't know. Actually, yeah, I think Kayla, my oldest daughter, and Taylor, her fiance, they're going to be coming in and I think we're going to try to do some video, just kind of an update video. She's the one that did my promo video when we first opened up. Want to do kind of an update on probably more of a question and answer type thing about how things have been going the first 6 months and what we're hoping to see come up in the next 6 and just stuff like that. So that's one thing we're doing tomorrow. Nothing really else.
Yeah.
Starting to get back on doing reviews too. So if you are on our website, if you go to finalthirdcigar.com, if you subscribe to the page, you'll get emails whenever I post a new review or something. And I'm starting to get back into doing that because I took probably a good almost year hiatus from that just because we were busy and doing stuff. But there are a lot of new cigars coming out. I mean, like that 10th anniversary from 1502.
That's
a lot
up.
of people came in to smoke it, and I was telling them about it. And I know we had 3 guys out here, Adam, James, and Chris were out here, and they were looking up online trying to find reviews just to get some ideas about it. There were no reviews out there. So some of these new things, there's really not a lot of reviews out. I want to put those reviews out, and not for the masses, but mainly for our people here that are coming in, so they can actually read up a little bit on it and then
I mean,
decide if they
if
want
you
to
can
try
help
it.
one person, that's amazing.
Exactly, yeah. And it also, in all honesty, it also helps me, all of us actually here too, because when I'm able to sit down and actually focus on the cigar, do the review. I know a lot of people don't like putting numbers to reviews. I do for one reason. I put the actual scoring page at the bottom of the review so you can see the breakdown of what I thought of the construction, the flavors, the flavor notes in each third, stuff like that. But when you sit down and focus on it, you can actually come up with those numbers a little bit better, or those numbers plus the flavors better than if you're just sitting here working.
Yeah.
And so I want to do that for people to try it. It also helps us for pairings because we can go back and look at that, see the notes that came out of that cigar, and then come and figure out what's going to pair well instead of doing the drunken episodes where we put 4 different liquors out front of us and figure it out on the way.
Those don't exist.
They do. They just don't exist anywhere out there.
You know what
Did
they
you
say?
delete it? You didn't delete it, did you?
You know what they say? Once on the internet, always on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Robusto.
You still have it though, right?
It's never been on the internet.
But you have it, right? I think I still have it too. Maybe that's something we could put on the TV at the 1 year anniversary party.
Oh my gosh. We probably should.
I think so. That'd be fun.
I think that would be fun.
Maybe just run a loop of all of our pairing reviews during the 1 year anniversary party and just let people laugh at us and tell us how stupid we are or whatever. But
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm just glad you didn't take the camera and record, the next hour after that pairing video.
It just would have been you sleeping
Laying
on the couch. Yeah. Literally, Lisa texted me. She said, "Where's Rob?" And then I didn't get back to her. And she's like, "Why is Rob on the couch?" I said, "He is drunk." Drunk.
That didn't happen very often for me.
No, but it always happens when tequila's involved.
That's the problem. I can drink a couple of pours of tequila or a tequila cocktail, and if I have anything else to drink, it hits me hard. I can sit here and drink bourbon all day long, and I might get a little bit of a buzz. I never get drunk on bourbon. I shouldn't say never. You can always get drunk on bourbon, but I don't because I sip on it slow.
Yeah, but you're at least functional when you're buzzed on bourbon. But if you get buzzed on tequila, then you're just
Done.
That's it. You're going to go until you're done.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep it off.
But he really did. She was like, "Does he need anything?" I said, "He's going to need some food when he wakes up." But I don't know.
Yeah.
Poor Lisa.
Yeah, I almost oversmoked it again. I need to let that sit for a minute.
Yeah.
That is a slow smoker. I'm glad we picked the Robusto because I don't think we'd have been done with the Toro in time for the party.
No, I don't think so either.
I'm trying to think of what else is coming up. We should be getting the Warhead 8s, the 2022 Warheads from Espinosa this week.
Yeah.
It's a big dog. It's a 660.
The size of a cucumber.
Sorta, yeah. But that's one that they've never done in the Warhead. This is their 8th iteration of that cigar. So that one's coming out hopefully sometime this week, maybe the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when the rest of the Espinosa special releases are coming. I wish they were already all here, but it is what it is. We already said the 1502 anniversary or 10th year anniversary is here, and it's going great. We're going to be getting some new crowned head stuff in too. The crowned heads line, the Osgener. I think it's Osgener, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Most people are just saying
knows who he
Oz,
is.
but
Oz,
Osgener.
yeah, it's Oz is much easier.
Yeah.
But that one we're probably going to be bringing one of those in. Got to figure out the sizes because I'm not super excited about all the sizes. I do like that little one, but I don't know if people are going to want to spend that money on a little one.
We should probably just bring in the Robusto.
Yeah, but I'll show you the sizes. They're not just traditional sizes.
I
so
know that.
We got to figure that out.
I have
that'll
one
be
of
one.
Actually, I should have 2 of the Robusto sizes in the Robusto, whatever it is, whatever size, and my humidor at the house. So I'll look.
Yeah, I like to look because they're box pressed too. So if it's a 52 or 54, it probably feels a little bit smaller anyway, which would be fine. I just don't like bringing a brand new cigar in at a bigger ring gauge. To start with.
Are we gonna be bringing in the Le Patisseur?
I believe so. Yeah. That'll be another one I'm going to do. I've got one more to smoke, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be bringing that one in too. Yeah. Gosh, what else? Oh, the Rojas Carnitas should be coming anytime. Awesome. I've seen them out on the internet, so hopefully my shipment's already on its way.
Noel.
I'm told they are, but hopefully they are. Gosh, what else is coming? There's so much good stuff out there right now. Family by Loyalty, we're getting a restock of them coming in, and I may be adding another one to that line. I'm considering bringing those pipe sizes in. They're small. They're like I think they're 3.5 or 4 inches long, maybe 3 inches long, 3 or 3.5.
I haven't seen them. Everybody just talks about them.
They're really good. It's a small cigar. It's a 45-minute smoke. I think I got an hour out of them, but I'm slower. Yeah. But all the flavor pops immediately, and you just got a really nice cigar. The reason they created those because they create these little they made these little pipes so you can put the last bit of your nub in the cigar and finish it out.
Yeah.
And they work. I don't know if it's something that's going to take off great. It could be a regional thing. Those guys are from Miami. It could just be taking off like crazy down there. I don't see a lot of people up here, smoking them. It's not like a regular pipe where you'd have the pipe like that and stick it down like this. It's a straight-on pipe where you put it in. I don't know. We'll see. You never know. It could take off. I will say one thing. Ernie, his craftsmanship on those pipes are incredible.
Yeah.
They are beautiful. If you're a pipe collector, look up Family by Loyalty and just check out some of Ernie's stuff he does on there. Alan and Ernie are the partners in that business, and Ernie's the one making all those pipes right now by hand.
Yeah.
I think he's looking for a manufacturer because he's starting to sell more than he can keep up with.
Uh-huh.
But if you're into that kind of stuff, it might be a fun thing to do. The La Galeras have been going great for us. We're probably going to bring a couple more of the La Galeras in, and I just let my cigar go all the way out.
Did you really?
I did.
You need me to teach you how to smoke?
You smoke it for me?
Can you smoke it for me? We could share.
Yeah, we'll share.
I'll share a cigar.
I'm gonna lick my cigar and use your cutter too.
End up with
Again, if you're new to cigars, we're not calling you out because you're new, but the first time someone sees you do that, hopefully, if it's a buddy of yours that does it, just let them know. I mean, you don't lick your cigar and use someone else's cutter or use the shop cutters. I mean, it's gross and it's germs, and we're in the COVID world. You don't do that at all.
My thing with that is even pre-COVID, that's nasty.
It always has been.
That's ratchet. That is disgusting.
And I'll tell you what, I know the reason why a lot of people do it, and that's because, if you buy a lot of cigars online, you don't know how well they've been stored. And everybody that's bought cigars online, we've both done it. Everyone does it. A lot of times they'll come in, they're dry.
Yeah.
And people do that so that they don't crack their cap because they've had too many caps crack right off the truck. Caps crack because you pull them off a truck or you let them sit for a week and they still are dry.
Yeah.
And they crack, or they just had whatever. You don't need to do that when you're in a shop. It should be humidified properly. If it cracks on you, tell the shop owner, hey, it cracked on me trying to cut it. One, if you're cutting it too deep, they'll hopefully at least show you that maybe you're cutting it too deep. But if not, they should give you a free cigar, another cigar.
Yeah.
Now, I will say one thing, shop owners, I typically, on the second cigar I give someone, unless I know them and I know that they're doing it exactly right, I'll cut the second one for them. Because if I cut it and crack it, I'm always going to go grab another one. Or I'm going to say, you know what, that's 2 in a row. We're going to set those back and we're going to find you something else to smoke.
Yeah.
But, again, you get some from online and you're at home. Sometimes people will lick them to make it a little bit more wet. I still don't do it, but, you do you. But in a shop, don't do that.
Well, do it, but with your own cutter. We got $5 cutters if you want to lick the top of your cigar.
Yeah. And one thing I've actually told these guys, because I know my sister Tam's working here now with us too, and one thing I told her, I was like, if you see someone do that, before they cut it, try to stop them. If they already cut it and they're using one of the cheaper shop cutters, tell them, take that cutter and don't do it again, but take the cutter or buy a cutter. And not to call anybody out. We're not going to just yell at you in front of everybody else, but it's just an etiquette thing that everyone should know.
Yeah.
Enough on that.
Rob, what's the cigar doing for you now?
It's ticking up in spice a little bit.
Definitely is. It is turning more into like that red pepper spice on the Retro Hail.
Yeah.
It's still not beat you up spicy, but it's definitely there.
It's still got a lot of dark chocolate and that dark, almost burnt graham cracker note.
Mm-hmm. Oh. And in the whiskey, it's pulling out more of the red fruit notes now for me.
Yeah, definitely. Still getting the cognac though.
Oh yeah, No, that's there, but
But definitely that sherry's popping quite well right now. Quite well right now. Words aren't going to work for me right now. Quite well right now. So do we want to get into the pulpit portion?
I suppose we can.
We can. All right.
Hang on. Okay.
Cheers. Scott Johnston.
Scott Johnston. Cheers to you.
Wait.
What?
Dan Hart.
Dan Hart. Oh, we probably need to cheer Eric.
Eric Jansen.
Eric Jansen.
Brandon Whistler.
Brandon Whistler.
Cole Chapin.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get them all, baby. Jeff Love.
Jeff
Who else
Love.
wants to be in there, baby? Let's go. Drink.
I don't know who else mentioned it to me. You know who did?
Who?
James Barnes.
James Barnes.
Heck yeah. Love you, bud.
Yeah, he listens to this, doesn't he?
Yeah, he mentioned it to me last night. I need more of this.
Well, we really do. I don't yet, but
Oh, is this the last bottle of it?
no, I've got 2 or 3 bottles left of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, we might not be doing it for the pairing because I'm not sure how readily available that is. So far, it's been pretty easily available for us.
Well, we just ordered a lot up front.
Yeah. Well, it's that good.
It is that good. Joseph Magnus straight bourbon finished in cognac and sherry casks.
I'll tell you what, for those of you that are bourbon nuts out there, and especially from Indiana that know it, Old 55 Bottle and Bond Sweet Corn, I got a second case of that in here.
Oh, yeah.
So it's been selling great. It's a little higher dollar pour, but I will say our higher dollar pour is way cheaper than everybody else.
You know what's crazy about that? Like, we have some high dollar pours up there, but that's one that people actually want. Like, I don't know. There are some pours up there that they're just bougie pours.
Yeah.
And they have not sold nearly as well as that Old 55 Sweet Corn.
Well, and that's the thing, too. A couple of our scotches are a little higher dollar bottles. And
Tequila.
The tequilas. But the highest dollar one we have right now is that Muckety Muck from Orphan Barrel. It's absolutely delicious, but it's definitely not in everyone's price point to try. And I get that.
Yeah.
But we will have a few Scotch drinkers that come up there, and I did notice that I have a lot of peated Scotch up there. I probably need to start bringing some more of the other regions, but I do have a decent balance.
I sell more peated than anything else here.
Yeah. That's what tends to happen with Scotch drinkers too. A lot of Scotch drinkers tend to jump in at like the Macallan 12 range or something like that, and then just kind of work their way up, and then they start really appreciating, what a true Isla Scotch does with that peat. And
here's the deal. I love Highlands and Speyside as much as the next guy. But there is something special about an Isla Scotch for me. Something thick and peaty. In fact, one of my graveside pours will probably be Lefroy 10 Cash Strength. I just love that pour.
If I outlive you, I'll pour a bottle over your grave for you.
Yeah.
I ain't going to outlive you, so.
There's no way.
Oh, God, no.
There is no way, Rob.
I got at least 3 or 4 more years in me.
I sure hope so. Lisa would have a fit if you died on her.
Nah.
She would be very sad, and then she'd be like, that's my luck. He opens up a shop and leaves it all to me.
Yep.
Well, then she'd just have to put me on full time.
It's out there.
I'm next in line to the empire that is Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge.
You're next in line. Well, everybody already thinks you're my son.
Well, I am basically at this point. I spent enough time with you.
It's so funny. Everyone. I don't know. Look at us. Look at us. We look nothing alike, and
really.
Everybody thinks we look.
I think
exactly
it's just
alike.
because we're overweight and have glasses.
That might be it.
Wow.
That might be it.
They must be kin.
Must be. They both like bourbon and cigars. They have to be related.
This band
Did it
brought
come right
to
off?
you by Cigar Rings.
He has a fetish over cigar rings.
All I'm saying is all of their bands come off extremely well. You see this little white tab? Cigar Rings. It's a Cigar Rings band.
I will say you might want to get on OnlyFans and look up Isaiah's account there. It's just him peeling off cigars with cigar bands on there, and just him doing that and getting all giddy over it.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
It is $17.99 a month, but I promise it's worth it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well worth it.
Just peeling off Cigar Band's ASMR. I've got a full stereo mic set up, so if you wear headphones, it's really going to tickle your ears.
Okay. All right. And he might or might not wear a thong while he's doing it. Might or might not.
Not at all. No, you don't see me. It's
Isaiah
literally
the
just
thong.
Cigar Band ASMR.
So, saw your dad and mom yesterday. Stopped in here and saw us. And they were telling me a little bit about your sister being all giddy about wearing my ugly mug on her shirt.
Yeah.
Going to college this week.
So my youngest sister, Lydia, she's 18. She bought one of the Hawaiian shirts. And if you've seen this Hawaiian shirt, I'm sure we've worn it at a pairing.
Oh, I know we have.
Okay.
A couple times.
It's got Rob's face all over it.
Ugly
I wore it
as
to
all get out.
Father's Day because we were having a pool day, and I was like, that's a great pool day shirt. And she was like, who is that? I want that.
She's going to be going to college, and all of her friends are going to be going around going, who's the pervert on your shirt?
It's Rob.
Who's the old man pervert
So
smoking a
if
cigar?
you go up to Purdue, Fort Wayne, and you see Rob's face, that would be my sister.
Yeah. Funny.
It is funny.
It is very funny.
She's your number one fan.
You know, I just thought of something too. I bet you there'll be a few people show up in them today that own, because a bunch of people bought them.
I thought about wearing mine, but then I was like, no, Rob would be embarrassed.
Yeah, it is embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing if you own it, Rob.
Well, that's true. I'm already thinking about what we're going to put out for Christmas.
Oh gosh, we should get Caitlin on a full blown Christmas shoot. Like, see if we can find like one of those Santa thrones.
Ho, ho, ho.
Can I sit on your lap?
No. Well, sure, son.
Yeah. No, we have to. You'll be Santa, and I'll be the kid asking for
Cigars.
sticks. Yeah.
Nice. We'll have to work on that. We'll have to do a special release video from Final Third. Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho. My goodness. The only problem is Macy's would not let us smoke inside. So we couldn't just overtake the Santa throne in there.
We're better than Macy's.
Are we?
Hell yeah, you can smoke and drink in here. What do you mean?
Are we going to do Cabela's?
They won't let us smoke in there, I'm sure, either.
I used
Or
to work
drink.
there. Yeah.
Well,
They sell flasks.
well, not full of whiskey, though.
I can fill them full of whiskey.
By the way, we do have some flasks coming in with our logo on them.
Do we really?
Heck yeah, we do.
Are they?
They're
like,
all metal.
Are they
flasks.
like the kidney bean flask, like the kind of hip flask sort of deal, or?
Yes.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one of them. That could be my new not movie theater flask.
Yeah, I actually
I
got
don't-
some of those and got some new knives coming too.
Did you get the Aladino one?
Yeah, but the smaller ones.
Heck yeah.
So trains are rolling pretty good today.
Trains are. That's funny.
Mm.
Somebody was telling me yesterday about how many trains came through here the day before on Friday, and they were like, yeah, I counted them. And I was like,
Yeah, someone said it was like 36 or 38 of them go through. I'm like,
yeah,
wow.
I don't remember who that was, but I was like, did you have anything going on yesterday?
Yeah. That's a good day when you can sit and count trains and smoke cigars and drink bourbon all day.
That sounds terrible.
I don't know. I mean, I guess if you have a pool, you can sit by. That'd be kind of nice.
Yeah.
It's too hot for a hot tub.
I just imagine sitting out on the front porch running puzzles all day, counting trains.
You know what? Some people love trains.
Some people do.
You know Isaiah Albert. He's a train guy.
Train guy?
He is. He knows a lot
Yeah.
about trains.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the patio is going to get a lot of use today. It's 90 degrees out there today and pretty hot.
Blazing hot.
But there will be people. I mean, gosh, we had a group of motorcyclists come up, and they were in their full leathers, T-shirts, but leather vest, leather, chaps, all the stuff that they were riding in on. and it was 92 degrees that day, and they sat out there for probably 3 hours smoking cigars.
I mean,
Like,
but the
dang.
thing is if you get cool again, when you get back out on that bike, you just sweat and sweat and sweat worse than you would.
Yeah, but man, when I used to ride a lot, I'd purposely find the air conditioning to cool off for a little while before I jump back on it. 'Cause when you're moving, it doesn't feel so bad.
You don't sound hardcore, Rob.
Oh, I'm hardcore.
You know what,
Look at me. I'm hardcore.
You know what Jack Black said in School of Rock?
What's that? I can't remember, but I've seen it.
You're not hardcore unless you live hardcore.
Cheers to Jack Black.
Cheers to you, Jack Black. You'll never see this.
No, you won't. If you do, your career really hit rock bottom, my man.
No, it'll be good.
No, I mean, you're finally hitting it big. That's it.
That's not it either.
Oh.
Hey, Jack Black, this pairing dedicated to you. we should do that at the beginning of every
Dedicate
pairing
everything to
episode.
somebody.
Yeah, dedicate it to somebody. The next week's pairing, which will hopefully be the 1502 10th anniversary. I don't know.
Christopher Columbus.
I was gonna say like Chuck Norris
No, he's cool too.
or Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. Rowdy Piper. Woo! That's Ric Flair. Ric Flair, yeah.
And we'll dedicate the knuckle sandwich to Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, no. That would be a slap. I don't think Gordon Ramsay has the palate that Guy Fieri has.
We could dedicate it to Jamie Oliver.
Who the hell is that?
He's just a Michelin star restaurant owner.
Oh, I got you. Oh, yeah.
In England. It's so goofy. Somebody was saying like UK has terrible food, and he was like, no. And they were like, well, tell me about all the cuisine that's in the Michelin star restaurants. And it's just all French cuisine in Michelin star restaurants there.
Well, why wouldn't it be? Yeah, I mean, come on.
Seems kind of lame.
You go to Rathskeller, what are you going to get?
Where am I going?
Rathskeller, downtown Indianapolis. It's all German food, man.
Never even been there.
Oh, dude.
I'm talking
Best
about.
schnitzels in the city, man.
You know who makes the best schnitzel?
Rathskeller.
Broadway Diner, and they
Actually,
just throw it in.
They call it a tenderloin.
But it's schnitzel.
Yeah, but it's pork
schnitzel.
instead of veal.
Okay.
It's pork instead of veal. But that was a cool story I did hear. You know, food stories by Rob and Isaiah.
Yeah.
The reason the tenderloin came about was a lot of Germans came over to America, and they settled in the Midwest region, and veal was so expensive, they started doing it with pork.
Yeah.
And created the pork tenderloin, and it took off, and it's now the Indiana staple, at least. Maybe not Midwest, but Indiana staple.
Yeah.
And it's delicious.
But I guess if you're into food and food history, you should watch Ugly Delicious on Netflix, because people always talk about cuisine and how it evolves and how people are whiteifying some cuisines, but it's just that's how food develops, and that's how things move forward.
Yeah, and new things are created.
And that Netflix show was really good about highlighting that and how things became the way that they are now, and how just one restaurant could elevate a cuisine, or how a famine could make something like fried chicken.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we spent some time down in Ecuador, and a lot of those regions are very, very poor regions, or just don't have a lot of money, and they will use every bit of the animal they can.
Oh yeah.
But they make this incredible split pea soup, and instead of using crackers, they'll use popcorn. And to this day, I put popcorn in my soups because it's absolutely delicious, and it's not like crackers. It's just so much better.
When you were in Ecuador, did you ever drink that drink? They have it at most restaurants, but they make it with purple corn.
No.
That stuff is awesome, but I don't know what it's called. Kind of lame.
Yeah.
When I was in Nashville last, they have a huge international grocery store there that I always stop in at. I found ricotta paste, which is a pepper from Peru.
Okay.
That you basically use as hot sauce on everything. So
They make this little. I mean, everybody has their own recipe everywhere you go, but they make this. It's a condiment, and you can put it in soup. You can put it on your meat. You can put it whatever you want to do, but some of them spicy. Some of them's a little more cilantro forward. It's kind of like a salsa, but not.
yeah.
And that's what they're famous for down there. And they do a lot of it, man. Some of that spicy one's really good.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know, this pepper paste. You mix it with mayo and lime juice, and you can just throw it on anything, and it tastes delicious.
All right, bring it in next week.
I will.
All right, I'll be here.
I have to find adequate cuisine for it, or we could just end up throwing it on tenderloins, and it would still be good.
Dude, we went down to Giacomo's Pizza,
Oh, I love that place.
and I
Which
got
one? The Fort or
the one on the fort.
Oh, that's the lame one.
No, it's still
You
good.
got to go to
It's still-
Irvington.
Irvington is good, but
Ir-
when you're up here and you want to go, it's right there too. I had the Thai chicken pizza.
So good.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that might be my favorite new pizza I've
Oh my
had
gosh.
in years.
Yeah. So
It's like basically putting a pad thai without the noodles on a pizza.
Yeah,
It's freaking amazing.
it is a wonderful pizza creation. I get that every time I go there. But
I will from now on.
I love the Irvington location of Giacomo Upper Crust Pizza. So that's off of East Washington Street. Just
The one area of East Washington Street that you can do some fun stuff on.
well, that
I mean, it's actually changed.
that
I shouldn't say
area
that.
is glowing up, but
Glowing up. Nice.
glowing up, yeah. I guess being gentrified. But over in that area, you could make a whole night out in Irvington if you.
Oh yeah, great breweries.
Yeah, I think Black Acres there.
Black Acres is awesome.
So you could go get pizza, hit up Black Acre, and then hop in your car, drive a couple blocks, and you can hit up Strange Bird Indie.
Yeah.
That is the best tiki bar.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I've heard of it. I've still never
Oh
been
my
there.
gosh.
Well, and really just drive a little further down. You're getting down close to Hotel Tango and some of the distilleries downtown too.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to do down in downtown Indy. I mean,
You can't just really drive further anymore. It's all blocked off.
is it really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Downtown's a mess.
Oh, that's true.
It's a mess.
I think they're supposed to get that done in 2037. Is what I heard.
Yeah. It seems pretty likely because you can see some parts look finished. They're just still coned off. So, I don't know.
It is what it is.
It is.
It's all good.
And it isn't what it is.
It isn't what it was.
Yeah.
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 All right. What are you getting now? We're getting into the final third here.
So that chocolate graham cracker is now very toasty.
Yeah.
There's a slight cinnamon quality, and that might just have come from the amount of the whiskey that
I'm
I've
getting
drank
more
with
from
it.
the whiskey for sure.
Yeah. And then on the retro hail, it is on the verge of light you up cayenne.
Yeah. I'm still getting probably more. I mean, the cayenne is what lingers, but I'm getting more black pepper right up front. It's not like a cayenne bomb like the 601 red.
No,
The red is cayenne all day long.
Yeah.
But it's definitely got both of the black and red peppers in there.
Absolutely.
Definitely more of the. I mean, it's going to be your dark nose. It's definitely one that a full body smoker is going to want to smoke. If you smoke a lot of milder cigars, this is probably going to be too much for you. Build yourself up to it, or make sure you have a meal before you smoke it. But absolutely delicious.
Wow. So on the whiskey, it brought out a lot of that marshmallowy quality.
After the smoke?
Yeah, after the smoke, which, wow. This is a good pairing. Not to toot our own horn, but that is super solid.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Very creamy.
It's almost more meringue than it is marshmallow.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely more. Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right. The meringue is what it is. Really nice. And that's the thing. Whiskeys pair well with a lot of cigars. We just happened to pick this one because it sounded good. And we hadn't done a foundation yet. But, you know, a lot of the cigars in there will go with whiskey. I mean, we've done a couple of pairings where we've started out and we're like, this is definitely not the pairing.
Yeah.
But it's usually with something else. Like, you know, we had a little bit harder time finding the right cigar we wanted to do with the coffee when we did that.
Yeah. Which I think we ended up with the Murcielago on that.
Yeah.
And that's stellar.
We did that with iced coffee, and it was amazing.
We
But,
should probably do a coffee and cream pairing.
Yeah, bourbon cream, because why not?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'll make us Irish coffees, which basically all you do is you take it and you put the bourbon cream and maybe a little bit of like the 43 for the vanilla, and you shake it up and pour it over, and it gives you that nice head.
Yeah.
Almost looks like a Guinness pour at that point.
Well, I've had Irish coffees that were just like a 1.5 ounce in a mug of
Yeah, you can do a hot too. Yeah.
with just an Irish whiskey, and then you top it off with Bailey's. And I'm not a big fan of them, but
I'm not a big Bailey's fan. I do like that iron shoe bourbon cream we have.
Yeah.
Definitely more bourbon forward.
yeah.
And there's so many bourbon creams out there now. I mean, pretty much
Buffalo
every big
Trace
distiller.
makes one.
I've not had it
Pretty
yet, but I've
popular.
heard it's pretty good.
Yeah,
But you know what? Whenever you put bourbon in something, it's always good.
definitely. Unless you don't cook out the alcohol when you're making a cake, and it's like, ooh, it's a little surprising.
I always like those old grandma rum cake recipes.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
dude.
dripping rum out the bottom of it.
When I was in
Kids are eating
Jamaica,
like 5 pieces
dude. When
just
I
to
was
get
in
a buzz.
Jamaica, you would go get rum cake, and that they would pour just rum over the top of it to keep it moist. So if you drank,
Heck yeah.
if you ate enough of it, you would get hammered.
Yeah.
Like it was moist with rum, and I'm not complaining.
No.
Good,
Yeah.
but crazy.
Trying to think if there's anything much more coming on here. We can sit here for a minute. I'm sure there's something else to talk about, right? Let's see. How's things going with Victoria?
We're going. I think she's gonna show up tonight.
Is she coming?
Yeah,
Nice.
at least
Nice.
that's what she said.
Rare sighting of the girlfriend.
Rare sighting.
So if you're coming tonight, which you won't know this because
No,
it'll be a week later, but yeah, you might get to meet the little lady that keeps him in line.
She don't keep me in line. I
Whatever.
do what I want to, and she puts up with it. And you can tell her I said that.
Yeah, the reason he said that is because she doesn't watch these
Heck no,
videos.
she doesn't.
Guys that are married, he'll learn eventually, won't he? Yes, dear.
Hey, man. Single until married. Am I right?
Well, and that's the thing. I've seen so many people rush into marriage, and it's just like, you know, you're young, man. You just turned 23. There's no reason to rush into it. Although we did get married at 23.
I know,
and we
you said
absolutely
that.
rushed into it.
Yeah, you said that on the last one.
Yeah. And I'm not saying anything Lisa wouldn't say. We both were going into it way blinder than we should have.
Yeah. Of course,
But,
Rob's
hey, we're
blind in one eye anyway.
I am blind,
so-
but I wasn't at that time.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. But we are next month, our 31st year of marriage.
You know what that means?
What?
You're old as crap.
I am old as crap.
Oh,
I'm older than most crap.
you are.
Just so you know.
Yeah, most of it gets washed away by the rain.
Or bidet.
Or
Whichever
bidet,
way.
yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Or the sink, you know.
No.
Hop
no.
up in the sink.
No, Gator. No.
The hats that we got in have moved really
Oh, my
pretty
gosh.
well.
We're out of
The gray mesh back.
We're out of those. The light gray with the white mesh, we've got a couple left, but we have, but it's also summer.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're getting ready to hit fall, and we have a bunch of the flex fits, which are my favorites. I love the flex fits, but they're definitely not a summer hat as much. So, but we have a lot of those. We got those small, medium, and large, extra large, and they're
Yeah.
awesome. But yeah, those mesh backs went fast.
Super quick. You know, we're gonna have
Great
to
hats.
order some panel truckers.
Yeah, I do like that one we got from Old 55.
Yeah.
The branded Bills hats. Those are really nice. I tend to like more of the unstructured, low-rise hats anyway.
Oh, I am structured structured high rise.
You got a big freaking melon on your
I do.
shoulders.
Yeah.
So
My helmet size is XL all the time. So,
okay.
yep.
Yeah, mine's large.
Yep. So, who would have guessed?
Who would have guessed? I don't know. Fathead Isaiah.
Fat head. There was one guy who came in the shop and he was like, "Yeah, I'm fat." What was his first name? I don't know. He followed his first name by saying that he was fat so and so, and I was like, "So you always been that way?" And he was like, "Yeah, that's what people called me." I said, "So you just owned it?" And he said, "That's all you can do."
I was a fat baby too. I'm like, hey, go for it,
there
baby.
You go, bub. Well, he wasn't even a whale.
Dude, I had, what was it, Scott? It may have been Scott Johnston.
Scott Johnson.
It might have been Scott that put on the XL hat, and it was actually still pretty tight on him. So but he also has a freaking massive brain in his head too. So
Yeah.
that's probably part of his problem. I don't know what your excuse is, but that's definitely his problem. When he wears in structural equations of everything on his T-shirts, and you got to figure out what the hell it means.
Oh, I don't
You
even
know.
try and figure it out.
No.
It's all the way over my head.
I think he wore one in here and said, "And God said, massive calculation, let there be light." I'm like, oh, no, it wasn't let there be light. It was, and then there was light or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess that means let there be?
No, that probably just means light.
Yeah, I'm sure it did.
Yeah. I don't know. Math's made up.
It's not real.
It's not real. It's a cultural construct. Somebody said 2 + 2 = 4, and that's why it does.
By the way,
What's that?
we have a new game in here.
Yes.
This guy that comes in, he makes them right back here on the table. It's called Shut the Box. It's the easiest game in the world. You got 10 digits and you got 2 dice, and you roll them, and basically you're flipping the panels. And if you are able to roll it to where you get all the numbers flip down, you shut the box and you win. And it sounds so easy, and it is.
It's fun.
It's addicting as heck.
So
man.
here's the deal. The only requirement to be able to play this game is like a 4th grade education.
Not even that.
When do they teach you? Probably 3rd.
Oh shoot! I bet you first
Second.
graders could do this easy.
Okay.
You take it home, I guarantee your first graders are going to start beating you at that game.
I don't have a 1st grader.
It's not too far down the road.
It's kind of far down the road.
You know, get that ring on her finger first.
Oh my gosh. It's not so easy that my dog could do it, but he's pretty close to doing it.
Okay.
So here's the deal. If Rob can shut the box, we'll do Crazy Alice and Buttermilk on the next pairing. No likes required.
All right, here we go. 7. So drop 5 and 2.
That's
8. Back. 5 and 3. Math. 3. Let's do 2 and 1. I'm already screwed. 6. 9.
Please don't shut the box.
11. I need an 8. I need an 8.
No.
2.
Oh.
Woo! So I ended up with 8. So my score would be 8. So if you end up having like 3 panels left, 4, 5, and an 8, your score is 458.
Yeah.
You just go down the line. It's that simple. It's so easy, but it's addicting.
It's kind of fun to pass around the table with the guys and just be.
Yeah, we'll have these out. We got a couple of them out here on the tables. And if you ever wanted one made, we know the guy that makes them.
Yeah.
And you can order one from him. But
Yep.
he's trying to figure out his price point right now because there's still a little bit of effort. He does it all by hand,
Yep.
other than the cigar box. All right.
You ready to close it out? Mm-hmm. So, thanks for
Let's get into some final thoughts on the cigar.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So the cigar is getting more in the. You're still getting a lot of the. And actually, I think the toastiness of the graham cracker has dropped down a little bit. It's actually
It has.
more just unsweetened graham cracker. and maybe that dry dark chocolate.
Yeah, almost baker's chocolate.
Yeah. And
on the whiskey, it is staying with that meringue thing for me.
yeah, meringue, and as it sits there, it tends to kick into the sweetness of the sherry cask finish. So
absolutely.
But we're not saying anything we haven't already said. So, again, thanks a lot for listening in this week. We'll hopefully see you here in the next week. I'm Rob here at Final Third Cigar. You can follow me on Instagram at Final Third Cigar. Go on our website, finalthirdcigar.com. You can see our YouTube channel that has these videos posted, as well as our cigar reviews. We're going to start updating those more and any other information about the shop.
Yeah, and I'm Isaiah. You can find me at the Whiskey Pasture. And since actually people are watching it, if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe.
Yeah.
We'd love to see who all is watching this. And I don't know, come into the shop. Tell us how you enjoy it. So.
Yeah, and if there's a pairing out there you really like, share it. You know, it might be one of those things where we start getting more people trying them. We have people asking every week now about the pairings, which is great. So we're excited to do this, and hopefully you're actually getting some enjoyment and entertainment, maybe a little bit of knowledge out of this as well. All right. Well, thanks a lot, guys, and we will see you next week.
Cheers.
Cheers.